And the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2020 is Ranjitsinh Disale from India.
I just wanted to create a learning environment for every student that could spark their curiosity and make them innovative problem solvers so that they could contribute to the community. The Paritewadi is mostly known for farming. So we can see that all of them are below poverty level parents. Boys are actually lending the helping hands to their parents. Girls' education is not given that much importance. So education is not a priority. I still remember the day one when I saw the school building, and I saw that this is like indifference of a parents looking at the education. So I started to interact with the parents. I learned their language, participated in their events. So it was like being a member of their community.
परंतु ज्यावेळेस डिसले सर आले त्यावेळेसपासून काय झालं की एक विद्यार्थ्यांना प्रेरणा मिळाली की आपण शाळेमध्ये येऊन शिकलं पाहिजे. पालकांनी त्यामुळं काय केलं की जास्तीत जास्त विद्यार्थ्यांना शाळेमध्ये जास्त वेळ कसे राहतील याकडे लक्ष दिलं.
Even though I'm teaching to 12 and 13 students in a class, but everyone is learning at their own pace. I have made some QR codes on each and every textbook. So when the students scan those QR codes, he or she gets the personalized and well-curated content for himself. Considering his style of learning, I change the content at the back end. So this is how I make their learning personalized. They can challenge themselves. They are not competitors of others. Technology is helping me to bridge that gap between students living in villages and students in cities. Schools are closed, but still our teaching learning process is going on. Right now I'm running my online classes from my home. We are using some video conferencing software, so where my students could join my classes. I just make sure that they are achieving the learning outcomes of a respective class at the end of the every year.
मोबाईलवरती क्लास घेत होतो. व्हिडिओ कॉलवरनं आम्ही शिकत होतो.
खेळतो, मोबाईलवरचा अभ्यास करतो, सरांनी दिलेली स्वाध्याय पत्रिका सोडवतो.
The major issues is girls getting married at the age of 12 and 13. Girls are not considered to be contributing to the family to change the status. I'm proud to say that in last 10 years, that culture of getting married early age was now completely banned, and I'm very happy to stop that tradition.
अनेक मुलींचे तर लहान वयात लग्न लावायचे, पण मी आई वडील व रणजित सरांची आभारी आहे. त्यांनी आम्हा मुलींना एक आत्मविश्वास दिला.
Girls' education is more than just getting them in the schools. It's more about feeling safe in the community, in the society. I'm really enjoying my job. I'm being a teacher. Now it's like it's my soul. It's my aim of life. Teachers are actually catalysts that can change the society, that can really make the world a much better place that the students would like to live.
It's my distinct privilege and pleasure to be helping present the 2020 Global Teacher Prize, the top 10 finalists of the Global Teacher Prize 2020. Here they are, joining us from every corner of the planet, from Italy, Brazil, Vietnam, the United Kingdom, the USA, South Africa, Nigeria, India, Malaysia, and South Korea. And the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2020 is Ranjitsinh Disale from India. Oh, and look, there's your whole extended family now. It's wonderful. Oh, my dear fellow, I can see how moved you are. It'd be an absolute privilege if I could conduct the first interview with you as the winner of this prestigious award. And firstly, you've chosen to share, I think I heard you right, half of this $1 million prize money award with your fellow top 10 finalists. That was an extraordinary generous thing to say you're going to do. Can you tell us why exactly you've chosen to do this?
Because I believe that if I share this prize money with 9 teachers, it means I can scale up their work. Their incredible work is still worthy, and I don't feel I'm the first or I'm the winner. I feel I'm the same among the equals. I'm just same among the equals. And if I share that prize money with the rest of 9 teachers, they will get a chance to continue their work. And the same way we can reach out, we can lighten the life of many students, as many as we can. And that's why I decided to share this prize, because one of my students keeps saying me, "Sir, sharing is growing. God gives us and we have to share it. We don't have to keep it for ourselves." And that's why I decided to share the 50% of prize money with my fellow teachers.
That's a wonderful thing. And I can hear the voice of my old Latin teacher from a very different age of teaching saying to me that you've announced that you are primus inter pares, first amongst equals. That's a very beautiful thing to say. And just to tell people a little more about your story, you first arrived at the Zilla Parishad Primary School in 2009, I think, and it was then a dilapidated building sandwiched between a cattle shed and a storeroom. And most of the girls at the school were from tribal communities where school attendance could sometimes be as low as 2%, and teenage marriage was very common. Can you talk us through how you turned this around?
Yeah, you're right. The first impression when I entered my school building and premises, it was like, oh, it's a cattle shed. And I never imagined that school might look like this. So this was just an indication of parents' indifference towards the education. They never felt that education is a way to change their lives, to change their status. So my first effort was to change that mindset of the parents. If I change their mindsets, then only I can revolutionize or I can change the status of my students and girls. And that's why I decided to have the community communication program, social interaction with them, learning their languages, being as a member of their family. So they feel that, oh, he's a teacher, but he looks like us, he thinks like us, and he's thinking for the betterment of us. And that's why when they realize and they felt confident, this is a teacher who's gonna change the life of our children. So then they started to send the children to my schools, and suddenly, gradually, you can say that the enrollment gradually increases. And later on, I decided to introduce the fun in education, fun-induced education. It's like edutainment. Students
are learning with engaging, exciting manner, and they were just playing the games. They never realize they are learning something. It was like just coming to school, watching the movies, singing a song, and then going back. So it was like just come for a enjoying place and then go back. And then gradually I started to uh, train them, to educate them, teach them different subject.
And
This is how my
also,
journey started.
yes, you as I mentioned when I talked about your achievements earlier, you created something of a revolution in the use of QR-coded textbooks throughout Indian schools. And perhaps for the sake of some watching who aren't quite sure what a QR code is, they've probably seen one, those square codes that are everywhere these days. But so can you explain a little about what QR codes are in this context and how you helped achieve this nationwide rollout?
Actually, what I was trying, I was my school. We were haven't any electricity. The computers were not there. So my father helped me to buy a laptop, and I was just taking it to my schools. But at that time, what I understand, the student span or the attraction center was computer or the digital media, and they liked to learn through the digital media. So my efforts were that I created PowerPoint presentation, videos, animated videos, audio poems like that. But we were transferring, sharing the data through the mobile phones. Like they were they were just giving me the mobiles. I was just transferring the data from my mobile to their mobiles. But at that time, I realized that there were some files get corrupted. Data was not sufficient to share with them. So I was just trying to find out the solution. How can I give them access to the digital content anytime, anywhere? And one day when I was going through, I went to the shop and I saw that shopkeeper has scanned a barcode, and the price of the product suddenly appears on his screen. And that movement clicked in my mind. There is something in that code that he accessed and he himself knows. And then I started, if I can use or embed those QR codes with my idea in the education, I tried it. And I thought one I just created one QR code, just embedded a video and tried an experiment with my students. And they were, when they saw and they scanned the QR code, and they were, oh, so what you created this? This is phenomenal. And then I realized, yes, this is what my students wanted to do. And that's why I created the QR codes in a textbook. Now, each and every textbook has the QR codes. Whenever students wanted to learn, they can just simply scan the QR code and they can access the digital content whenever they want. In this lockdown, you can see even the schools are closed in India, but still 20 lakh students in my state in the month of October have used the QR codes. So I think that the idea, it was a micro level innovation, but it has really changed the learning style of the students in our country.
That's magnificent. And finally, Ranjit, I wonder what you think you might do with the incredible platform, the fame, the celebration of your name and your achievements across your homeland, and indeed the 500,000 now. What you will use it for? Have you any plans in your head? What's next?
Yes. I had planned, as I told you, the 50% will be equally shared with my fellow teachers, and I will be sharing that 50%. So out of that, some part of the money will be spent for the Teachers Innovation Fund. Like my innovation was scaled across the state and across the country. There might be some teachers whose innovation, like me, could be scaled up, and that might change the teaching or the educational status in India. So some part of the 500,000 will be used for the Teachers Innovation Fund. Then currently I'm running the project Let's Cross the Border. This is the project that is promoting the peace across the conflicted country like India, Pakistan, Israel, Palestine, Iraq, Iran. So I just wanted to form the peace army of 50,000 students by 2030 when we will be achieving the SDG goals. And currently we have 18,000 students being a part of our peace army. So some part of the money will be equally shared with invested in the peace project, and the latter part of the money, as I told you, will be used for the teaching activities. I already shared the plan with the jury as well.
That's wonderful. Well, congratulations again, and how lucky I think we all know your students are to have you as a teacher. I'll let you go now, because I know that all generations of your family are very proud and want to help you celebrate and enjoy this very special moment.